Hello students, welcome to the first lecture on the lecture series on turbo machine. So in today's section, we are going to see the impact of jet, the topic of impact of jet. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss what are the different cases of impact of jet on different types of plate surfaces. So first of all, we are going to see what is impulse momentum theorem. So impulse momentum theorem states the force exerted by the jet on the body is equal to the rate of change of momentum of the fluid over the body. Okay, that means whatever the force exerted by any body, okay, if there is an impact of jet is taking place on that body, so that equals to whatever the rate of change of momentum within the body. Okay, so mathematically this force exerted by the jet of water on the plate, it should be equals to the rate of change of momentum of water in the direction of the jet. Okay, thus we can say Fx, this force exerted by the jet on the plate, that Fx equals to rate of change of momentum. Now what is rate of change of momentum? So rate of change of momentum, it is nothing but the difference in the initial and final momentum which is taking place per unit time. So mathematically it is initial momentum minus final momentum per unit time. Now what is initial momentum? So initial momentum is nothing but it is a product of mass of the jet into its initial velocity minus mass of the water flowing through the jet into its final velocity. So this difference is nothing but initial minus final momentum or change in momentum. So whatever that change in momentum which is taking place per unit time. So we can say now here this mass, whatever the mass of water entering the jet, the same mass of water is leaving the jet after its impact. Therefore, we can say mass upon time. This is initial velocity minus final velocity. So we can say this mass upon time. This is nothing but mass flow rate m dot. So Fx equals to m dot into v1x minus v2x. See, 1 represents the initial value and 2 represents the final value. So in the entire lecture series, we are going to denote 1 for initial condition of the water and 2 for the final condition of the water after its impact. Okay, so thus we can say Fx equals to m dot into v1x minus v2x. Here m dot is nothing but mass flow rate or mass per unit time. Okay, also this m dot equals to the product of density into discharge or rho av as per our continuity equation which we had already learned. Okay, so now we will see what are the different cases which we are going to cover in this topic. So in this lecture we are going to cover the impact of jet on different cases. So first case will be for stationary or fixed plate. That means the plate is not moving, the plate is stationary and the jet of water strikes this plate. Okay, now in this case there are number of different sub cases. First will be if the plate is a vertical plate, vertical flat plate. Okay, then second case is the plate is not exactly vertical but it is inclined to some angle theta to the direction object. And the third case is the plate is a curved plate. Okay, in curved plate case also there will be two cases. The jet strikes at the center of the plate and the jet strikes at one end and leaves tangentially at other end. Okay, similarly the other case will be the impact of jet on the plate when the plate is moving. So in this case, again there are three cases, the same cases. The plate is a vertical plate to the direction of jet, the plate is inclined to the direction of jet, and the plate is a curved plate. Again in curved plate, the jet strikes at the center of the plate and jet strikes at one end and leaves tangentially at other end. So we will start with our first case, that is force exerted by the jet on stationary vertical plate. Okay, so this will be our case. So we will consider, let a jet of water of diameter d, which is coming from the nozzle. Okay, it's moving with a velocity v, and The cross section of area of this jet is capital A, where A equals to pi by 4 d square. Then consider a vertical stationary plate as shown in the figure. Okay, and this jet is striking the plate such that the direction of jet is exactly perpendicular to the vertical plate. Okay, that means the jet is flowing in horizontal direction and the plate is vertically upright position. Okay, so in this case we are going to see or determine the force exerted by the jet on this stationary vertical plate. So we'll start with our derivation part. So we will apply the impulse momentum theorem to this case. So we know the impulse momentum theorem is the rate of change of force or the force exerted by the jet that equals to rate of change of momentum in the direction of force. Okay. Therefore, Fx equals to initial momentum minus final momentum per unit time. We know that equals to mass into initial velocity minus mass into final velocity upon time. So that is nothing but mass upon time or mass flow rate into initial velocity minus final velocity, or Fx equals to m dot into v1x minus v2x. Here v1x represents the initial velocity in x direction and v2x represents the final velocity in x direction. Here 1 represents the initial condition and 2 represents the initial condition in a particular direction. Okay. Now here this m dot we had already seen that equals to density into discharge rho q, or by continuity equation it is rho a v. Okay. Now if we see the initial condition, okay, so the jet is moving in x direction before impact, so its magnitude is v in x direction, and after impact basically that changes the direction, so final velocity in x direction is 0 after impact. Okay, so here we are just going to consider whatever the magnitude of velocity before impact in x direction and after impact in x direction. So initial velocity in x direction v1x is v, and final velocity in x direction is v2x, that is 0 because after the impact the fluid is not flowing in x direction. Okay, so final velocity v2x is 0. So we'll put this value in the above equation. So we will get Fx equals to rho into A into V, which is nothing but the mass flow rate by continuity equation into V initial minus V final, so V minus 0. Okay, so our Fx comes out to be rho A V square. So now we will see one numerical on this case. Now we will say consider a jet of water is having a diameter of 75 mm, is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second, strikes a fixed plate normally. Okay, so which is this case? This is a case when the jet of water is striking the fixed plate. Okay, so remember this word fixed. Okay, so the plate is fixed, and how it is striking? It is striking normally. Okay, that means you can consider the plate is vertical and the jet is horizontal. Okay, and they are striking normally. So calculate the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet. Okay, so we are supposed to calculate the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, Fx. Okay, so what is our given data? The given data is diameter of the jet of water is 75 mm. Okay, so you can convert into meter. Okay, 0.075 meter. Then area is pi by 4 d square, so it comes out to be 0.004417 meter square. After that, the second thing which is given is the jet strikes with a velocity of 20 meter per second, so v equals to 20 meter per second. So for solving the solution, we know the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, that is Fx, that equals to rho a v square. Now here this rho is nothing but the density of fluid. So in our case it is density of water, which is 1000. Then area is 0.004417 meter square, we already calculated, and v is 20, so square of 20. So you can do this calculation on your calculator, and the answer comes out to be 1.1766.8 Newton or 1.766 kilonewton. Okay, so likewise you can solve the numericals on the impact of jet on vertical fixed plate. Now in our second case we will see the force exerted by the jet on stationary inclined plate. After that, our next case is the force exerted by the jet on stationary inclined plate. Okay, remember this word stationary, that means our plate is fixed. So we will say consider any fixed inclined plate as shown in the figure. Consider a horizontal jet of water is coming out from the nozzle. Okay, after that we will say let v is the velocity of the jet with which the water is moving in the jet. Okay, now when this jet strikes the plate, let theta is the angle made by the direction of jet with the plane surface. Okay, so theta is angle between the direction of jet and the plate. Then let d is the diameter of the jet. So basically we will have the cross section area of the jet as pi by 4 d square. Okay, so we will apply our impulse momentum principle along normal direction. Okay, so we will say normal, this normal, it is nothing but this direction. Okay, this is a plate surface, so whatever the direction which is perpendicular to the plate surface. Okay, so this direction Fn as shown in the figure. So in this direction, by applying the impulse momentum principle, we will have Fn equals to mass flow rate into initial velocity in normal direction and direction minus final velocity in normal direction and direction. Okay, so we know this mass flow rate. Okay, Fn, so it will become m dot Fn equals to m dot equals to v initial or v1n minus v2n. Okay, so m dot equals to v1n minus v2n. Now we know mass flow rate is rho av. Now this component of velocity, okay, if this angle is theta, so this angle will be 90 minus theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta. So you can resolve this velocity into normal direction, so that component will be uh, v cos of 90 minus theta or simply v sin theta. Okay, so you can put this value Fn equals to rho av into v sin theta. Okay, initial velocity in normal direction, and see after striking this jet, it will flow in other direction. So the jet of flow is not taking place in n direction. Okay, so final velocity will be 0, so it will be rho av into v sin theta minus 0, so it will become rho a v square sin theta. Okay, so the uh, force which is exerted in the normal direction by the jet of water on the plate, it is rho a v square sin theta. Okay, after that now we will see the free body diagram FBD. Okay, of for our case, so consider this plate. Okay, now this Fn is the force which is acting. Okay, and the plate surface is making an angle theta with the direction of jet, so it will making an angle of 90 minus theta with normal axis. Okay, so this Fn can be resolved into two components. One is along the x direction, horizontal direction, second is along the y direction, vertical direction. So the component along horizontal direction, Fx, so it is Fn sin theta, and the component along y direction, so it is Fn cos theta. Okay, this cos theta is because here the angle is 90 minus theta, so this Fx is Fn cos of 90 minus theta, so it becomes Fn sin theta, and this y direction component, it is Fn sin of 90 minus theta, so it will become Fn cos theta. Okay, so we will put this value in our impulse momentum principle. Okay, so we will have Fx equals to Fn cos of 90 minus theta or Fn sin theta. So we'll put the value of Fn, so it will become rho a v square sin theta into sin theta, or fx equals to rho a v square sin square theta. So the force exerted by the jet in x direction or in the direction of jet on inclined plate. So the formula is fx equals to rho a v square sin square theta. Similarly, the force exerted in perpendicular direction or y direction to the direction of jet, okay, it is denoted by Fy. So Fy equals to Fn sine of 90 degree minus theta, or simply Fn cos theta. Okay, so we'll put the value of Fn, so it will become rho av square sine theta cos theta. So remember these two formulas, or these three formulas. The force exerted by the jet in normal direction of inclined plate is rho a v square sin theta. The force exerted by the jet on inclined plate in the direction of jet, that is fx. So fx equals to rho a v square sin square theta, and the force exerted by the jet on the plate in vertical direction, fy. So fy equals to rho a v square sin theta cos theta. Okay. Now for solving the problem, you are supposed to remember this some points. First is the remember and understand whatever the language which is used. So if in the problem the language uses angle between the jet and the plate, okay, so in that case you are supposed to take the value, given value, as theta. But if in the problem the language uses angle between the jet and normal to the plate, okay, so in that case normal to the plate means this is your direction of jet, this is your direction of jet, and this is normal to the plate. So this angle they are talking about, so this angle is 90 minus theta. Okay, so in that case you are supposed to take 90 minus theta. Okay, so basically whatever the given value of angle, it will be 90 minus theta. So we are going to understand this concept through some problem. So we'll take our first case or first problem. Consider a jet of water of diameter 75 mm moving with a velocity of 25 meter per second strikes a fixed plate in such a way that the angle between the jet and the plate is 60 degree. Okay, so find the force exerted by the jet on the plate. First in the normal direction to the plate, second in the direction of jet. Okay, so basically as we can see, this is a case of impact of jet. In first case it will be normal to the jet, that means theta will be 90 degree, okay, or first case. And second, so in first case we are supposed to calculate Fn, okay, and second in the direction of that jet, that means Fx. Okay, so we are supposed to calculate Fn and Fx. So in the given data, the diameter of the jet is 75 mm, so it is 0.075 meter. You can calculate the area, pi by 4 d square, so again it comes out to be 0.004417 meter square. The velocity is given to us as 25 meter per second, and remember this line, okay, the angle between the jet and the plate is 60 degree, that means theta is 60 degree for our case. Okay, so we will solve this problem. So we know the force exerted by the jet in normal direction to the plate, Fn, is rho a v square sin theta. So we'll put the values, so it will be 1000 into 0.004417 into v is 25, so 25 square into sine of 60 degree. So it comes out to be 2390.7 Newton or 2.39 kilonewton. Okay, after that the second case is force exerted in the direction of jet. Okay, so fx is asked, so we know fx equals to fn sin theta. Directly you can put the value of fn, so it is 2390.7 into sine 60, so answer is 2070.4 Newton. Okay, otherwise you can use the second method, or alternate method will be use the rho formula, rho a v square sin square theta. Okay, so you might have got the same answer, 2070.4. Okay, after that we will see one second numerical. In this numerical, now we will see what is the twist which is made in the language of the problem. Okay, So we'll read the problem. A jet of water of diameter 50 mm. Okay, so diameter D is 50 mm strikes a fixed plate in such a way that the angle between the jet and normal to the plate is 60 degree. So remember here the angle between the jet, okay, and normal to the plate is 60 degree. So what is the 60 degree? This 60 degree is 90 minus theta. Okay, remember in last case direct angle between jet and plate was given, theta was given. In this case angle between the jet and normal to the plate is given. Okay, so it is 90 minus theta. So we are supposed to calculate the force exerted by the jet in the force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction of jet is 14,1471.5 kilonewton. No, sorry, Newton. So it is 1471.5 Newton. Okay, so that means force exerted Fx is given. We are supposed to calculate the rate of flow. So okay, so we'll solve this problem. So already diameter 50 mm was given, so we can calculate the area as pi by 4 d square. So it comes out to be 0.00161963 meter square. Fx is given to us for 1471.5 Newton and theta. Okay, we are given actually 90 minus theta. So theta has become 90 minus 60. So it has become 30 degree. Okay, so remember in this case theta is not 60 degree, theta is 90 minus theta. Now 60 degrees 90 minus theta, so theta is 30 degree. Okay, so we'll solve this problem. So we know the force exerted by the jet in normal direction, in the direction of jet, it is rho a v square sine square theta. Okay, so it put all the values. So Fx is 1471.5 equals to mass density of water is 1000, area already known to us 0.001963 into v square into sine 30 degree. Here printing mistake is there, it is sine 30 degree. Okay, so solve this case. So answer you are going to get is 54.77 meter per second. Okay, after that what is asked, we are supposed to determine the rate of flow of water. Okay, so Q equals to A into V. So it uh, take the product of area 0.001963 into 54.77. So Q comes out to be 0.1075 meter cube per second. Okay, after that we will see our next case, that is force exerted by the jet on stationary. Okay, remember this is the case of fixed plate. Okay, so it is stationary curved plate. Again in this case there will be two cases. First case is when the jet strikes at the center of the symmetrical plate. Okay, so we will consider any curved plate as shown in the figure. Let the jet of water coming out from the nozzle is moving with a velocity of v meter per second. Let the diameter of this jet is small d. So basically the area of this jet is cross section area is capital A, which is pi by 4 d square. After that, let if we draw the tangent. Okay, now see, this is a case of symmetrical plate. That means if you draw the tangents from both the outlet tip, okay, this is outlet tip on above side, this is the outlet tip on below side. So if we draw the tangent from here, so basically they are going to make an angle theta. Okay, so this angle theta is nothing but the angle made by tangent, okay, of the plate with x-axis at both the outlet tips. Okay, so that angle is theta. So now this jet is leaving tangentially by making a velocity v, and the angle made by the jet is theta. So the angle made by tangent in the direction of jet is theta. So we can resolve this v into two components, that is v cos theta and v sine theta. Okay, remember the direction. Okay, in this case the flow is taking place from left to right, and so it will be taken as positive, and the component of velocity, its direction will be from right to left, so we are going to take this as negative, so it will be minus v cos theta. Okay, so let the component of velocity in the direction of jet is minus v cos theta. Remember, here negative sign indicates the direction of the component of velocity is opposite to the direction of jet. Okay, and second is the component of velocity perpendicular to the direction of jet. It is v sin theta. Okay, so we'll apply the impulse momentum theorem. So we know the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, that means x direction. So fx equals to m dot into v initial or initial velocity in x direction minus final velocity in x direction. Okay, so it will be uh, here m dot is rho av, initial velocity in x direction. You can see before impact the initial velocity is v, and after impact, okay, at this outlet tip the final velocity is minus v cos theta, and negative sign indicates the direction of velocity is opposite. So we'll put this value. So we will have rho av, fx equals to rho av into v minus of v cos theta. Okay, so it comes out to be plus sign. So we will have rho av into v plus v cos theta. So fx equals to rho av square 1 plus cos theta. Okay, so we can take this v common. So finally we will have fx equals to rho av square 1 plus cos theta. Okay, similarly we are going to find out whatever the magnitude of velocity in normal direction to jet, that means in y direction. Okay, so the force exerted by the jet in normal direction or y direction to the direction of jet fy, it comes out to be again m dot rho av. Now see, initial velocity in y direction before impact is 0, and final velocity in y direction it is v sin theta. So it will be 0 minus v sin theta. Okay, so it comes out to be minus rho av square sin theta. Okay, so remember, in case of curve plate, when the jet strikes at the center, okay, for the symmetrical plate, the value of the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, that is fx, is rho av square 1 plus cos theta, and the force exerted by the jet in normal direction to the direction of jet, okay, that means fy. So fy equals to minus rho av square sin theta. Okay, so we will see one numerical on above case. So consider a jet of water of diameter 50 mm, that means diameter is given to us, moving with a velocity of 40 meter per second. Remember, this 40 meter per second, it is the velocity before impact, so that is v. Okay, strikes a curve fixed symmetrical plate. Okay, so this is the case which is given. It is a curve fixed symmetrical plate at the center. Okay, find the force exerted by the jet of water in the direction of jet. Okay, that means force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, that means fx, if the jet is deflected through an angle of 120 degree at the outlet of the curve plate. Now remember, here they had used this word angle of deflection. So what is angle of deflection? So angle of deflection, it is nothing but, see, this was the initial direction and this is the final direction. So this angle will be called as angle of deflection. So this angle of deflection is nothing but 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta is given as 120 degree. Okay, so in this case, remember this case. So angle is not 120, theta is not 120 degree. 180 minus theta is 120 degree. Okay, so we'll see our given data. So diameter is 50 mm. Area we had calculated pi by 4 d square. Velocity is 40 meter per second. And remember, angle of deflection, which is 180 minus theta, it is given. Okay, so theta comes out to be 60 degree. Again, here is a printing mistake. Theta comes out to be 60 degree. Okay, so we know the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet fx, we had just derived, it is rho a v square 1 plus cos theta. Okay, so it is rho is 1000 for water area we had calculated 0.001963 meter square into square of 40, which is the velocity, into 1 plus cos of 60 degree. Okay, so you can solve this in all can see. So the answer come out to be 4711.15 Newton. Okay, so this is the force exerted by the jet, okay, in the direction of jet. After that we will see our next case. So our next case is force exerted by the jet on stationary curve plate. Okay, so in this case the jet is striking tangentially at one of the end. Okay, so now consider this case. In our last case the jet was striking at the center. In this case this jet will be striking tangentially at the inlet, okay, or at one of the end. So whatever the end at which the jet strike, it is called as inlet. Okay, and the other end of the curve plate where the jet is leaving, it is called as outlet end or outlet tip. Okay, so this is our inlet tip and this is our outlet tip. Okay, so this jet is striking tangentially at inlet tip and it is leaving tangentially at outlet tip. Again it is a case of symmetrical plate, so we will say if you draw the tangent from the inlet tip, so it will make an angle theta. Okay, that means the jet is making an angle theta with horizontal. Okay, similarly at the outlet tip it is also leaving tangentially, so again it is making an angle theta at the outlet tip. Okay, so we will say let the velocity of the jet is v meter per second. Let theta is the angle made by the tangent of plate to the x direction, and if d is the diameter, so capital A equals to pi by 4 d square. It is a cross section area of the jet. Now we will say this inlet component v, okay, which makes an angle theta with x direction. It can be resolved into two components. One is v cos theta and other is v sin theta. Okay, at inlet. Okay, so this component of velocity v, it is resolved into two component v cos theta and v sin theta. Okay, so we will apply the impulse momentum theorem. So we know the force exerted by the jet in the direction of jet, that means x direction. Okay, so this force Fx equals to m dot into v1x minus v2x, or initial velocity minus final velocity. So it is here m dot is rho ab. Now we will see this inlet velocity. It has two components. One is v1x is v cos theta. Okay, that means initial component of velocity in x direction, and v2x is final component of velocity. Now you can see here at the outlet this jet of water changes its direction. So because of that this v cos theta or v2x, its direction is opposite to the direction of v cos theta or v1x at inlet. Okay, so v1x is v cos theta and v2x is minus v cos theta. Here negative sign indicates change in direction. Okay, so we can put these two in our above equation. So we will have fx equals to rho ab into v cos theta minus of minus v cos theta. So it comes out to be rho av into v cos theta plus v cos theta. Taking v common, so we will have 2 rho av square cos theta. Okay, so fx equals to 2 rho av square cos theta. It is a case when the impact of jet is taking place on a tangentially on a curve plate, okay, in the direction of jet. After that we will find out the what is the component of force in y direction or normal to the in normal direction. Okay, so the force exerted by the jet in y direction, okay, so it will become again mass flow rate rho av into, so rho av into v sin theta. Okay, remember this is the initial component v sin theta, and again it is in above direction, so plus v sin theta minus again final component is again in vertical direction, so v sin theta with positive sign. So this v sin theta v sin minus v sin theta cancel each other, so basically there is no force which is acting in y direction, so fy equals to 0. Okay, now this was the case of symmetrical plate. Now we will see our third case, that is the case for unsymmetrical plate. Okay, what will happen when the jet strikes the curved plate tangentially and the plate is unsymmetrical plate? We'll consider any unsymmetrical plate like this. Okay, so in this case, this outlet angle, it will be phi. Okay, it will not be theta, it will be some other angle phi. So basically we will say, let v is the velocity of jet, theta is the angle made by jet to the plate in with x direction at inlet tip. Okay, that means whatever this tangent, if you draw the tangent at inlet tip, so it will going to make an angle theta. Okay, with x-axis. Similarly, if you draw one tangent from outlet tip, okay, if you extend this, if you draw a tangent at outlet tip, it will going to make an angle theta with phi with x direction. Okay, so phi is the angle made by jet to x-axis at outlet tip. That means at the inlet tip, the tangent is making an angle theta, and at the outlet, if you draw the tangent, so that tangent is making an angle phi with x-axis. Okay, and we will say let cross-section area equals to pi by 4 d square, where d is the diameter of the jet. So we will apply our impulse momentum principle, and here again this velocity v, it will be resolved into two component, v sin theta, v cos theta in y and x direction, and at the outlet it is resolved into v sin phi and v cos phi in y and x direction respectively. Okay, so by applying the impulse momentum theorem, we will have fx equals to m dot into v1x minus v2x. Okay, here v1x is initial velocity in x direction and v2x is final velocity in x direction. Again here m dot equals to rho av v1x. Okay, so v1x will become v cos theta. Okay, and it is positive because its direction is from left to right. After that v2x, okay, this component v2x, it is the component of velocity at outlet in x direction. Okay, so that component is minus okay, 1 minute. So that component is minus v cos phi. Okay, so v2x is minus v cos phi. Here negative sign indicates its direction is towards the left. Okay, its direction is towards left, that means from right to left, so it is opposite to whatever the direction at inlet, so it is taken as with negative sign. Okay, so we'll put these values, so we will have fx equals to rho ab into v cos theta minus of minus v cos phi. So by opening with negative sign, we will have plus sign, so it is rho ab into v cos theta plus v cos phi. So it is rho ab square cos theta plus cos phi. So fx equals to rho ab square cos theta plus cos phi. Okay, similarly we will find out the force exerted by the jet in y direction. So in y direction, we know it will become rho ab into b sin theta. Okay, this component in this component of velocity at inlet in y direction minus the component of velocity again in at outlet in y direction. So this component is v sin phi. So you can take this v common. So finally we will have rho a v square sin theta minus sin phi. Okay. So remember fx equals to rho a v square cos theta plus cos phi, and the force exerted by the jet in y direction for unsymmetrical plate case, it is Fy equals to rho a v square sin theta minus sin phi. Okay, so we will see one numerical. Consider a jet of water of diameter 75 mm moving with a velocity of 30 meter per second strikes a curved plate tangentially at one of the end to an angle of 30 degree to the horizontal. Okay, that means remember this diameter is 75, velocity is 30 meter per second, then this curved plate strikes tangentially. Okay, so remember this is which case. Okay, at one end at an angle of 30 degrees, so theta. Okay, theta is given to us as 30 degree. After that, the jet leaves the plate to an angle of 20 degree to the horizontal. That means outlet angle phi, it is given as 20 degree. Okay, so remember this theta is given as 30 degree and phi is given as 20 degree. Okay, find the force exerted by the jet of water in horizontal and vertical direction. That means Fx and Fy we are supposed to calculate. Okay, so we will see the solution. So the force, we already know the force exerted by the jet on the unsymmetrical curve plate along x direction. So Fx. So Fx equals to rho a v square cos theta plus cos phi. So put all the values. So Fx equals to 1000 into area, that is pi by 4 d square we had calculated. So it is 0.004417 into the square of velocity, which is 30, so 30 square, into cos 30, the value of theta, plus cos 20, the value of phi. So you can do the calculation in your calculator. So it comes out to be 7178.2 Newton. Okay, or you can say 7.17 kilonewton. Okay, similarly we will calculate the Fy. So for Fy we know the force exerted by the jet in normal direction or in along y direction, that equals to rho a v square sine theta minus sine phi. So again put all the values. So it is 1000 into 0.004417 into square of velocity, which is 30 square, into sine theta. Theta is 30 degrees, so sine 30 minus sine phi. Phi is 20 degrees, so sine 20. So do this calculation on your calculator. You will get the answer Fy equals to 628.13 Newton. Okay, so today we had covered all the cases of stationary plate. Okay, so we had seen the case of the impact of jet on the flat vertical plate, fixed plate, then the impact of jet on fixed inclined plate, then the impact of jet on curve plate, fixed curve plate. In fixed curve plate we had seen the three cases. The jet strike at the center of the symmetrical curve plate, the jet strike tangentially on the symmetrical curve plate, and the jet strike tangentially at one end on unsymmetrical fixed plate, curve plate. Okay, so in the preceding lectures we will discuss the remaining cases. Okay, thank you, and hope you had liked the lecture. Please comment in the comment section for improving the quality of the lecture. Thank you.